Welcome to LifeSource Health Report, where we assist you to holistically thrive in all ways, body, mind and soul. Get ready for our best tips, tricks and suggestions, including product reviews from all over the world.
Hi, this is Terry Lynn with the Health Report. Most people are or should be interested in their physical health because your physical body is your vehicle through life on Earth. The better we respect and take care of that vehicle, the more quality mileage we get out of it. Therefore, the better we accomplish our goals. The most popular vitamin on Earth that was discovered in 1932 has been used for anything from easing the sniffles to saving a life. Just by getting enough, you would likely breeze through many varied illnesses. You would think that something this valuable would be tough to get, but it's not. It's also affordable and simple to supplement. Have you guessed which vitamin I'm referring to? If you thought vitamin C, you'd be correct. Our bodies have a requirement for vitamin C, also commonly known as ascorbic acid, which is thought to be the active component. But that might not be the case, so just stay with me. Ascorbic acid is without the cofactors, therefore cannot technically be considered vitamin C. Which does the actual work? Vitamin C in its whole food form, or a part extracted from it? Vitamin C encompasses something we find in nature in whole foods. When we are dealing with nature, it is always a symbiotic process, with many components working and relying on each other. You cannot successfully compartmentalize natural processes. In the case of vitamin C, its whole food form is considered the vitamin. This is true with all vitamins. If we tear apart the whole food form of a nutrient and use part of it, this could be very useful in acute situations, but will likely not support the best health ever long term. We need to make that distinction. It must also be said that we are talking about one vitamin. So the same reasoning must be used that nothing works alone, including nutrients. Our body needs many nutrients working together to function properly. With that said, let's look at what this particular vitamin has been shown to be necessary for. The growth, development, and repair of all body tissues, including formation of collagen, which your hair is partly made of, by the way, maintenance of cartilage, bones, and teeth. It's necessary for the absorption of iron, so much so that iron deficiency anemia can develop due to decreased absorption of non-heme iron. This is the type of iron found in plant foods, such as leafy greens, which is very poorly absorbed compared to heme iron found in animal products. Who knew that iron and vitamin C were such pals? Our list continues to include immune health, wound healing, healthy skin, including preventing chapped lips. Whole food form vitamin C is one of the many antioxidants that can protect against damage caused by harmful molecules called free radicals, as well as toxic chemicals and pollutants like cigarette smoke. Free radicals can build up and contribute to ill health such as cancer, heart disease, and arthritis. The current understanding is that humans don't create it internally, or what is called endogenously, like dogs can, for instance, which makes it an essential nutrient. We need it exogenously from an outside source in our diet or a supplement. Vitamin C is water soluble, so it's not stored in the body. Excess amounts are excreted, so it must be continuously supplied via the diet. Overdose is not necessarily a concern, but the safety of continually getting excess amounts has been debated for years. What is known is that the intestines have a limited ability to absorb it. Studies show that absorption of vitamin C decreases to less than 50% when taking amounts greater than 1,000 milligrams at a time, or 1 gram. The best course is to supplement multiple times a day to get a steady stream without a lot of overflow. The hallmark deficiency disease of vitamin C is scurvy, which is a severe loss of collagen that weakens connective tissue and is characterized by weakness, anemia, bruising, bleeding, patches of baldness, delayed healing of wounds, and loose teeth. Yet any of these symptoms could be a sign you're not meeting your baseline needs of vitamin C. One of the reasons why microhemorrhaging happens in the cardiovascular system is due to a lack of vitamin C. When you're not getting enough, collagen won't form properly, resulting in holes. So, how do we ensure we're getting enough vitamin C, not just to meet the baseline requirements for life, but to actually thrive? Eating vitamin C rich raw fruits and vegetables is best, or cooking them lightly with minimal water, which will help to preserve this vitamin because at some point it will get damaged by heat. Eating whole foods with minimal processing ensures we're getting all the cofactors necessary. Citrus, bell peppers, strawberries, tomatoes, white potatoes, cruciferous vegetables, those are all good sources. Dr. Norman Walker, who was a longtime vegan raw foodist and is known for inventing the Norwalk juicer, he lived to 99 years old. He made sure to drink 8 ounces of fresh orange juice every morning. So now you're probably thinking you're doomed because how many of us eat a raw vegan diet full of fresh vegetable juices? This is problematic because in times past, we may have been able to eat whole fresh fruits and vegetables alone to get our day's lot of vitamin C. But with today's soil quality and for most of us not being able to even get truly fresh produce, this is a big challenge. This is why supplementation is so crucial. So let's talk about some options. Camu powder, if processed with the utmost care, has the highest amount of vitamin C complex, meaning with all the cofactors, compared to any other food on the planet. So vitamin C complex, again, is not just ascorbic acid. It contains bioflavonoids, which is termed vitamin P actually, which is actually the factor that supports the connective tissue around the arteries and veins. Vitamin C complex also comes with copper in an enzyme form called tyrosinase, which is a precursor to help build adrenal hormones and also critical for building collagen. Did you know the adrenals hold the most concentrated amount of vitamin C? Vitamin K is also a cofactor, which has to do with clotting factors. You may get bruising if you don't have enough. Another way to get lots of complex vitamin C is to eat citrus peels. Ew, you may be thinking, but hold on. Firstly, yes, they're bitter, and secondly, they're very hard to digest due to their toughness. You can't just swallow big chunks of peels or any raw vegetables for that matter and expect your digestive tract to fully break through the cellulose to release the nutrients. One way to use citrus peels, though, is to dehydrate them for 24 hours at 100 degrees. This ensures you don't damage the nutrition. After they're dried, grind them up, say in a coffee grinder, and use a tablespoon at a time, maybe in a smoothie or on top of oatmeal. But caution should be used, though, to make sure the fruit is organic, because pesticides on conventional citrus is heavy. Getting a shot of pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, and suicides will do more harm than good. Some say the ascorbic acid found in supplements isn't even the active ingredient in vitamin C, that its purpose is to simply protect other components mentioned above. I think the jury's still out on that, and the truth is usually somewhere in the middle. In the case of ascorbic acid, there can be no denying that it can pull you out of dire situations by using therapeutic doses. Patients who have had a replication of unwanted cells do very well with IV vitamin C. Pneumonia has been successfully treated in hours with a strict high dose of oral administration of vitamin C. So there is clinical, objective evidence of ascorbic acid's effectiveness alone. But maybe its role in this form is different, or maybe it's robbing the body of cofactors needed to do its work, in turn depleting the body of nutrients over time. Perhaps there's a role for all forms in our modern world, understanding that nutraceuticals and diet are both tools. And the better that we understand what is in our toolkit and how to use them, the more we are armed. Who would have thought that vitamin C was so versatile and effective? If it's so crucial, wouldn't it follow that we would want the best stuff ever? Is every kind the same? Sadly, by far, the most vitamin C that is on the market is from GMO corn. This would not be considered the best ever. It's a cheap form that hasn't been proven to be safe long term. Yet vitamin C itself has been proven to be safe and effective long term. You should be aware that there are different kinds of it in supplement form also. I've been highlighting ascorbic acid, which is quite acidic, but there's also magnesium ascorbate, which is a low acid form and then gentler on the gut, and sodium ascorbate, which is also easier on the tummy. The liposomal form has become popular because it has been purported to be 6 to 8 times more potent than the intravenous vitamin C. That's incredible. And word on the street is you can actually make this at home with just 2 ingredients and a small device. There is no doubt that quality and dosage affect your results. Not to mention that everyone's needs are different and everyone's needs will vary day to day. So do your research to find what is best for you in your situation, but likely a combination of raw fruits and veggies and supplementation will be the ticket. There are links below for vetted non-GMO forms of supplementation of vitamin C, some having a whole food form, and a link to a video of how to make the liposomal form using ascorbic acid, another ingredient, and needing another device. So this is Terry Lynn, wishing you the best health ever.
You've been watching a LifeSource Health Report. To purchase the products, please see the affiliate links in our episode description, where a tiny amount is donated back to support the production of our shows. To connect with us or to see our other shows, please head to lifesource.global. And don't forget to hit the like, subscribe and share buttons. This show is brought to you by Source Light Productions.